Hey guys, and we're now back with some more Atlas today. So we're going to carry on from where we left off yesterday, and there was some stuff done around the animal pen yesterday. Actually, we did get a big, massive delivery from Grey last night. So we're going to make sure that's all all secure and fine. Because I did get on last night to make a little few adjustments to the animal pen at the top. So let's get started. So also tomorrow there will be we are doing the Power Stone run tomorrow. We haven't decided on an island just yet which one we're going to. What we are planning to do is to at least go to one of the islands that has a Hydra on it. And potentially we are going to go and kill that Hydra a couple of times so we can farm I think it's the keystone you get to get the actual stone itself. So what we decided is we're probably going to see if we can get a schooner together, like fully kitted out, take on the Hydra, because the plan is basically to lure the Hydra off the island, and then get onto a ship, pull it out to the ocean and let it sink. Because that's probably the easiest way to kill the Hydra, and it's also less resources when it comes down to ammunition. But whether it will go to plan or not is another thing, because obviously a couple of us, we've not ever been against the Hydra, so it's new for most of us that will be going. Plus there are probably a few of us that could use the Fountain of Youth at this point as well. I don't think my character's just there yet, because I think you have to get to the age of 90 for the first quest to come up for it, but I don't know about when you go for a second time. That song was kind of perfectly timed, wasn't it? So we've got a load of animals up here now today. Oh, I see kitten. He's just sitting there on an elephant. So what Grey wanted us to do was to go through which one of these had the best stats and everything, so we can choose which one's the breed, and then basically take the rest elsewhere, kind of thing. So the ones that say A11, they're going to be staying here regardless, because they're going to be like breeding ones. Like these lines, for example, are going to be breeding lines. Hey, he's got lucky. Yeah, lucky lines. I know, right? We've still got Ginny. We've now got a warhorse. So I'm guessing like anything that says A11 is pretty much going to stay here. Yeah, Kitten's handling the building of the schooner. So, I mean, I don't know how to really tell like what stats are like worth it when it comes down to actual like breeding side of stuff. It's like and I hope Tibbs would be on so we could ask him, but we're good. So I was going to put an elevator up last night, and then I realised that the elevator obviously takes more than just this, because this item can go into like being a platform, being into the bit that goes up and down, and being the lever as well. So it was like, oh, okay, need to build a bit more towards that. Need a bit more wood, a bit more metal in here. I use the silver up because silver we don't get on this island. But what was that? That was a terrifying sound. Don't know how many of these we're gonna craft quite a few. I just realised my laptop's not plugged in, so my screen's really dark. I was forgetting something. Hey, kitten. Come on. Please. Riva Las Vegas. Riva Las Vegas, yes. All good. Means I'm getting good at it, right? At sneaking onto the game. People don't notice me. Hee. I don't know how this actually works. Like, I've seen elevators built, but I've never built an elevator myself. And I was going to look into this, I'll figure out how we're going to build this, because obviously this needs to, I want it to come down from up there, but I don't know if it's actually going to reach from. And the thing is, I don't want to take up too much space here because I don't want to like block in the cafe. So it's like they're up there. I don't know how I'm going to do this now, actually, when I think about it. It's like, I had an idea, and I was like, yeah, this is what we're going to do, an elevator. I mean, the other idea could be that we put the elevator inside the pen. And have it come up from inside the pen. But the only other problem with that is obviously then that will probably mean there's an access point for stuff to fall into the pen if there is a chance that someone else can climb up there. Put it here. Like that. Just I don't know how that's going to connect up there because we need to line up. Tricky. I think what I want to do is probably bring that platform out a bit more. Just to be sure. Not here. Not that one. This one. I keep forgetting I moved everything up here. This. A few walls like that. Two of them just in case. Is that another horse that's got stuck? It is. Oh, it's another male horse though, that's no problem. It'd be nice if it was a female horse that got stuck. We've got 2 male horses already. We could breed horses. Oh, it's a horse, okay. I was like really worried for a second that was something else. It does seem to, yeah. I seem to get stuck there. I think someone's dropped the sugarcane down there, you know. That's what the horse is going for. Like, ooh, free sugarcane. So this is what we've done to the pen. We expanded it a bit last night because Gray was bringing up a load of animals, and I said, "Oh, they're not going to fit in here. It's too small." So we expanded it quite a bit. Yes, you can tame kitten with cheesecake. Yes. I'm gonna do this and get underneath the elephant to get to this door, because at the moment, obviously, there's not going to be all these animals up here. Like, we only really want 2 breeding pairs at most, because you're not going to want to breed tons and tons of animals at the same time, because it takes a long time for each animal to essentially give birth. So I can't place there because it needs the support. Oh, I don't want that to go there. I want it to go down one kind of thing, in a sense. Like, out, I guess? I don't know which is the right way. Like, what way is that supposed to face? Hey, Gray. Because would it need to be outside? Or underneath? Like... I had it a moment ago, don't I? Like, would it need to be like that? My mic is soft today. What do you mean my mic is soft today? How dare you? I mean, it's literally as close as you can get to my face. I ain't bringing that close. It's probably because I'm talking a bit more softer today. That or it's Twitch. Sometimes Twitch likes to really be weird with the audio. One second. Yeah, it's using the right microphone, so I don't know. Oh, come on. I had it just a moment ago and I've lost the position it was in. Oh. Go underneath. Okay, I don't know if it's supposed to go like this. Have a quick look. Because that goes like that. I think that's the wrong way around. And I can't pick it back up now, so that was a bit of a waste, but hey ho. Did you like that little twirl I just did? That was hilarious. Oh my god, that was oh, that was great, right? I think we want it this way around, so it's got the bit there. So let's see. Yeah, because it looks like it has to go around the other way, doesn't it? Like, As you can see the bit here, so I think, yeah, I did place it the right way. Okay, so we need to get this obviously placed down at the bottom first. Like, or at least try to, you know? So what I'm probably have to do is hold myself over on a grapple. No, I want you to go beneath it. Like, at the bottom. Hang on. This is gonna be a tricky. Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it? That's there. I don't know how I'm supposed to place this because it's like really tricky because it doesn't want to place on the bottom of it. Or at least it kind of does, but at the same time it's like it's been really difficult because obviously the angle. But I've got an idea of where I want it to come down, but I don't think that's going to come down enough though. Like I think that's going to be the wrong place. Like, I think it needs to come out further is what I mean. Oh! No! No! Oh! Yeah, bastard. Yeah, so I think that's going to come too close to the wall here. I think we need to bring that out probably another two bits. If I try making this a bit more flat up here somewhat, you know, get it ready for where potentially the elevator is going to come down. At the moment we've got this part that doesn't really go anywhere, and I don't know if I can place any platforms out there. I might be able to. Might be able to get it to go up one and then go along here and then come down and then a Scabbard, how you doing? I definitely think that's not gonna go down like the way I want it to. But you know, it's all good. I mean, we've got to learn how to do this somehow, right? You know, it's a learning curve. That's stuck in place there because there's not enough support, but that's fine. I don't know, maybe one more out, I think? It's difficult to sort of tell, like, I think one more out should do it, but I need to add in support obviously again, so... Off with the grappling hook we go again. What I'm gonna do is go around here and see if I can get some, Oh? What do you think's causing it, Scabs? Hmm. I think I'm gonna need to make some more platforms. We'll take a quick way down. Whee! Okay, yeah, so I think it needs to come out probably like one more. Oh, I see. Could be a. I mean, that it is pretty congested in there, isn't it? Ow! Something jabbed me in the hand. Hmm. Yeah, it's fine. No, it was just like, it just something poked me in the hand and I was like, what the hell was that? I think it was one of the cat's claws, like, you know when they kind of shed their claws a little bit sometimes? I think it just caught my hand on it, it was on my desk or something. Hey kitty. So we do need to bring something more, but we need to add some more support to it, because otherwise it's not gonna let us bring it out one more. No, I don't want to put it on that one. I want to put it on the one behind it. Yeah, man. No, the one behind it. Yeah, I need a little swing. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay. Hope we can place it back there. Let's see, shall we? That looks like it's going to work there now, doesn't it? If we held it here, for example. Maybe here? I'll bring it out one more and have it go this side of it. Like there. I think what we can do is try and make a way to slope up here somewhere. Like, we could have a pathway come up this way. And that way you can bring the animals from ships right over here, up here, through the front door, into the pen up there. Because the breeding pen is up here at the moment. Which I've expanded a little bit before, but I kind of don't want to have to expand it too much more. Let's try and see if we can get this to slope down. So like making all this is like, the elevator side of it is new for me. Like I've never made the elevator in this game. So doing this is all new. It's all learning curves. Actually, before we carry on, yes, 1 second there, guys. Let's jump into VC.
Learning off each other, like the stone runs we're going to be doing this weekend. I think that's enhances the game. So that's why I like the pace that we're going. Oh, hey, Reba, I'm sorry.
I said, oh, it's like, that carries on talking. Ignored.
Well, no, I thought that was
he's mid-speech.
I was like,
you can't interrupt him when he's mid-speech.
Scabbers was talking about how he has a busy weekend with his family this weekend.
Oh.
And I said, I completely understand that. And he says, I want to come play. I said, well, you know,
I'm sorry,
I
Scammers.
don't want you to do 24 hours because I don't want you to burn out. He's like, well, I want to do 24 hours. And I said, well, that's what we're gearing to. You know, we want this game to be something you want to come back to each day or each time because of the people you play with and the achievements you can do and the animals and the ships. And, you know, you always think of something like now I can think of 3 or 4 things I can do in the game. But for me, I'm getting ready to leave for work. So it's going to be in my mind. So that's what I like about this game. There's always something new to do.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll be brainstorming whilst he's working.
To be honest, that's kind of what I've been doing, because I did something for Gray earlier, like last night, and during the day while I was working, I'm just sort of trying to get like a structure together for the Misfits.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like, for lack of a better word, it's probably the wrong terminology, but like a ranking system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like the sort of like new people come in, they've got like a rank, which I've decided to be as cadet, provisionally, and then like the sort of, and then the people that sort of come out of cadet, so that they're the initiates, you know, like the new people that come in that are on a trial period.
Mhm.
And then once they pass the trial period, they get upgraded to captain, and then the next one I think from memory is commodore. So they're like the sort of more specialized people, like the people that we've deemed are best suited to like do various things like breeding or shipbuilding or building or whatever the case may be.
building, yes.
Building, yeah.
A person of accountability.
Yeah, basically, yeah, person of accountability. And then obviously the next step above that is the admins. And then obviously the top step is obviously Gray. And it's just, I've got that far and I sort of did that and sent that to him while I was last night. And I'd worked on that during the day when I was actually supposed to be doing other work and real life stuff, you know, boring. Why would I want to do that? And yeah, and it's just, we just now got to decide on the specifics of those roles and responsibilities and authority and all that sort of thing.
Can you do half steps?
That's not what I'm thinking. It's I'm trying to make sure people can get past that bit for the rest of the dock. But I think it should be. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
No, you say thank you.
Yeah.
Do not let Jamie become an bad influence on you. It looks good though. You're doing well. And thank you again for hopping in.
Elevator.
This is the first time I think anyone from the Misfits has made an elevator.
Tricky business, I'll tell you that.
I was going to say it doesn't look straightforward in any way, shape, or form.
Kitten says, "Oi, I done nothing, Gray."
Yes, you have. You've given me no cheesecake.
Mm.
Where to be the cheesecake?
I ate it.
Unfollow. I have officially unfollowed Reba.
I could cry now.
Don't start me off. Yeah. Okay, I won't start you off then. Bad day? Misfits don't have bad days. We just have days that enjoy to other days. Okay, what did Masteria do? A little bit higher. There you go. I think you're enjoying this elevator thing. You know you're going to be like the main maintenance elevator person when we need an elevator, right?
I like it. Will be ready within 2 to 5 business working days.
And that's it.
Okay, so it's not exactly lined up, but I'll do.
It'll
Uh-huh.
do. If need be, you can always make a half step down to it, or up to it even.
Yeah. Whee!
Don't you die. I saw you fall down earlier.
I thought for a second there when you switched to that top-down camera angle, I saw the rope disappear, and I was like, "Oh god,
Yep, I
that's
had my
gonna
button
end
ready
not
on the
gonna
clip.
end well."
Ye of little faith.
Oh, I have faith.
Just not the faith you're looking for.
I had the faith that this was going to end badly. Look at you.
Yeah.
Master Builder over there.
So I'm guessing we need to pull on MC. Blah 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 blah. What? MCP. MPC.
YMCA. Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
I'm so happy this is your stream.
The Village People Remix 2020 by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Everybody coming to the NPC. Everybody.
I'll take one off the because the parent kitten's not being used at the moment, so I'll take one off here. A spare one on here.
Make sure they got food and gold.
But I don't want to take one off the levy. I guess we could if it's spare. There's a horse under there. Let him go.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah.
It's a seahorse.
Seahorse.
I agree, Scum. Clap, 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 clap.
Da, da, da.
You better hurry up. I got 1 minute before I leave.
I'm going as fast as my legs will take me. Ooh.
You should have been taller.
Oh, look at
compared
that
to
jump.
Missy, she is.
You can't free the giraffe. Is it stuck? Where's the spare ones?
Oh, they're
What?
down below.
Are they?
No, the other side.
Oh, let's see. I see.
We could just recruit the chicken. I'm sure he'll be happy to do it.
Can you imagine a chicken being on an elevator? Sounds
That'd
like
be
dangerous
amusing.
business to me.
You say dangerous, I say amusing.
Entertaining.
Yeah, that too.
I think they decided to stay on the ship.
He's afraid he can't swim. That's why.
I see him. He's just being slow. Come on, you. Got places to be and places to go.
AI dies by shark.
Hmm. Where's he gone? Come
I
on.
think he might be. I think he might be under the deck, under that deck there.
Probably. Probably hugging the horse.
Have you heard your hopes voice today?
Where is he?
I didn't even see him leave the ship.
I saw there was like a NPC name down here. Where the hell did he go?
It's a
Him
mystery.
on the deck there. So I thought I saw someone like looking over the deck in the front on the ship on Levy.
What the? What are you doing? You're supposed to follow me. Hang on. Come on. Come on. I know it's difficult. Come on. Come on. The stairs right here. No. Come on. Right here. Oh my god.
I mean, oh.
Stop trying to be crazy, Bob. Well, you know, get it's in your name, but stop trying to be crazy.
Yeah, there we go. Watch him get stuck on that box now.
Oh, Bob.
He got stuck on the box.
No, he fell on that.
He fell off.
Oh, Bob. How you do this to me, Bob? Round here.
God damn it, Bob.
Come on, Bob. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. In your green shoes. Here we go. Was that difficult, Bob? Really?
You just never know.
Good old Bob.
That's why I should just call him Clunk. Oh, the lever, Clunk. Wrong lever, Clunk.
All right, stand on it. Let's do it.
We need some elevator music.
Where she stops, nobody knows.
Not too bad then.
At that floor, and there it goes. Can you put another wall out?
Why not clip that the other way? No, not down. Up. Up. Up! I want the stairs to go up!
Try the corner
Ceiling?
before. No, like one end.
Okay, yeah.
It's not good now.
Well, I'll try. Y'all have fun, guys.
Will do.
See y'all later tonight.
See you
Yeah,
later.
have a good day. The problem is it doesn't snap upwards on the
Yeah.
end one, does it?
No.
That's okay.
Mm.
And if yeah, I was just going to say maybe try removing the ones in front, but if it's not snapping up, it's not going to make a difference, is it?
Well, if we move the ones in front, it's like that. I mean, we could make it so it comes up one more on the elevator, maybe. See. Can't place obstruct us because the elevator's there, but it comes up there. So that
Maybe place the maybe place those ramps first, and then the stairs on top of that before placing the elevators. That could be an issue as well.
I want to see how far that comes up, but it's like it still comes over it though, doesn't it? Like it's
Yeah.
not.
maybe place those ramps one further back, and then a floor, and then maybe the stairs. I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it?
I'll try this 1 second. I can always remake the parts here, so it's fine. You want there to be enough space to do. Hey! Place that there, you. Right, like that, yeah.
And then see if you can get the stairs going upwards from there. No, it still snaps down.
Let's find it.
Oh yeah, and then go down. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and then just a wall
I just have to
straight
put,
down between them, so that people don't
Yeah.
fall, or a ramp up or something.
Okay, so can't place it there because of that. This just
Yeah,
requires
maybe
the
from
support
from the
foundation.
main platform.
Hang on.
Maybe from the main platform up.
I think I know what it means. It's not support here per se, it's support underneath. It's saying I can't place it without support.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Perfect.
Ah, there we go. That works nicely. Yeah. Good stuff.
Up here, take your animals off, bring them down.
Yep,
What
that
is I
works.
I put walls along here so you don't run off the edge and stuff, like the rails and that. But it gives us plenty of
Yeah.
space to bring the animals up here and enough space to... I don't know if I need to make a bigger door here. I might need one, but it's fine. I can change that.
Yeah, you can change it as and when, can't you?
That's good, that's smart.
Nice.
Noise. Is Kitten proud? The question. I'll do that, and then I'll put walls underneath this bit here. Yay! Kitten is proud.
Yay.
I did good. Right. Now I don't have to take the safety rope down, is what I do. Go here. Down! Whee! Oh, there we go. My mic disconnected for a second. That was weird. Might be the cable in the back. Actually, I need to check that at some point. Yeah. Aha. I do the smart things.
Job's a good one.
Um. Let me check. You mean it's in the planks, yeah? Second. So you got 28 planks until. That's fine, you know, so it's got plenty in there anyway, so I've been using a lot of it. I need to restock it when I'm done. Don't worry. It's fine. Oh, that sounded terrible. Something just peeped upstairs. That sounded awful.
Yeah.
And right in my ears.
Yeah, well, yesterday when that bear was stuck between
Oh, yeah.
the floor and the thing, it kept pooping on like people's heads as they were working on the workbench, and I was like watching Grade like work on that workbench, and he was getting his
With
getting
that elephant
quite a few
though.
turds dropped on his head. Yeah.
With that one leg just standing
Quite
free
easy.
there. Oh, it's Kitten throwing poop at me. Oh, Kitten. That's just dirty. It's very dirty.
Tut tut, kitten, tut tut.
Kitten is supposed to go in the litter box, not out in the house. Yes, 16 days. I don't want to die to poop. That would be really embarrassing. Whee!
It's one way to go, I guess.
Mm. Oh. Although I'm not very optimistic about that tomorrow. About lasting 4 more days. We're going power stone hunting.
Yeah.
You can do it. Oh, F4. Yes. I die. Oh, I crashed. Exactly, yes. uh. There we go. So that's blocked in, so you can't get underneath that. I think there's enough space for like wiggle room for animals to get in and out of the pen at the front here. Then what I can do on the back is I can take the back bit off. Like the back gate, I'll remove that. And we could essentially then just have that as just more space for the animals. I think it looks wonderful. Do that. Oh no! 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 Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh, that was
I'm not
close.
touching the keyboard for a second. You're not alone.
God, that was close.
Oh,
Yes, she fell off the edge and nearly died.
oh.
30 £30 if I shoot her.
Ah. Ah, my leg's already broken. I've already broken both my legs. Okay, I need to lay down.
Yeah, lie down for a bit.
I need to let my legs heal. Oh. Someone bring me some milk. I need that calcium. Oh. Oh dear. That was quite terrifying. I actually thought I was gonna die. I nearly did. Oh, I don't know what saved me from not dying from that fall, to be fair.
Did you put any points into your health?
I don't think so. I think 'cause I respect. I'll maybe put a little bit in, yeah. Come on a minute then.
Yeah, if you did, then that's probably what saved you, because you had like maybe 30 odd health left, I think, maybe, if that.
Oof, that was a close one. Too close.
Oh, that deathless streak nearly ended right there.
This grey isn't in chat, still, right?
Yeah, that's it. And you're lucky I forgot to clip it.
Okay, my legs aren't broken no more. I can walk around now. Oh. Oh.
Close.
Oh, I don't think any of the animals are moving, so you should be fine. Lamb sauce? There's an animal called lamb sauce?
Apparently so. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember seeing. I think that's the sheep that Greg kept glitching out. So every time we tried to ride it into the pen, he kept glitching out on it. So he was like hovering above it instead of sitting on it.
Mm. Well, you've got 28 in total, so that would mean if you had 23 planks, you'd only have 5 gun ports. If you were going to make gun ports. Unless you bring in spares, of course. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ignore me then. I'm being silly. Okay. Back up I go. Please no more plummeting to my near death. That was not fun.
Yeah, you need to be careful because you're not on full health. So that happens again, you will die.
Yes.
Your little legs can't take much more of that.
Oh. Yeah, that's all they wanted to do. Scumbucket agrees. He's like, yes, higher railings. Right out.
Yep.
At my safety rail, so I don't do it again.
Not for anyone else's benefit, but for your own.
Oh yeah, it's there for everyone. You know, it's to save everyone else from making the same mistake. You know, gotta be safe.
Yeah, exactly. You were the guinea pig in the test and sort of proved that they were warranted.
Talk about health and safety. You know, can't have any mishaps up here. We'll get sued. Now these are here because I want to make sure animals aren't slithering over this bit.
Yeah, good shout.
Don't need them coming in here. But other than that, it should be really secure up here now.
Yeah. They won't bother trying to go around the sides. They'll just probably try and attack from the front if they want.
Oh, you've got an elephant following you. I just run around in circles. I think the elephant you're using is following you. Yeah. Yeah, it said it was following Big Kitten and it was running around in circles.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that's what was causing the wall up there to disappear, because the first time I repaired it without moving the animals out the way, and they were still trying to get through that gap.
Okay.
And luckily, the elephants were in front, so the smaller animals couldn't get through. But then I'd replaced it, and then I ran off and did something. Came back 10 minutes later, and they were gone again.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I
Yep.
put them all on passive, moved them out of the way, put the walls back, and this looks like, unless you've replaced them again, they're still there. So.
No, I have not replaced them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it sounds like just the animals
Literally
running
been
through.
working on that elevator. That was my main task today.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's all that.
Yeah, so it looks like the
50 pounds
animals
if you
damaged
shoot-
the wall.
If you shoot as she falls, what? Oh, I see how it is. I'm not a clay
She's upping
pigeon.
the ante. Offered to pay someone £30 after you'd fallen. Now she's saying, well, when she falls again, to shoot her on the way down. That's mean.
Aww. I see how it is. This is where I just hide the rest of my time on Atlas. I never come out of a hiding house. Nope. I think 50 days is pushing it. I don't think I'm gonna last 50 days on this game. No. I think the only reason I've lasted this long is because I've been a bit more cautious with how I play. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So everyone kind of gets to feel like they're doing something. That's the main thing, isn't it? So I think the main thing you're going to want is either ballistas or cannons on the back. Because the idea is you're going to park your ship like so it's facing the back to the where the Hydra's going to come along, and then you're just going to want to every now and then just hit the Hydra to keep it aggroed, but not get too close to it obviously at the same time. Like keep your distance, but just enough so it's still aggroed. Hmm. I do agree, yes. Mr. Scabbers does need a break from farming.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see another farming project again, I think. The old slave driver kitten got me working real hard.
is the name MFS going to die today? What? I'm confused. What? For the ship? Which ship? Oh, what was the schooner? Oh, I get it now. Yeah, sorry, I was like really confused for a second. You're gonna call the ship "Gonna Die Today"? Yeah, street killer. That's what we should call it. Yeah. I just thought, like, Grace put all these animals up here, right? And we haven't got any troughs up here yet. I hope these animals had food on them. I need to go grab some troughs, but we've got all the little, like, fence up here, so it's, safe. Okay, I'll go take them and put them up there, and I'll go grab some food from, inside the house as well to put in there. Oh no, I see the pistols running. That new. Eep. I'm sure one of these bags have got tons of berries in it. Oh.
There might be some in the trough outside.
Yeah, I'll probably take some of that and restock it.
Because I've been using a few of the them when I'm getting one of me to do some painting for her. I took about 5
okay, yeah, I don't want to
stacks
take
out of
anything
that.
there because it's like it's got 25 stuff left in there. I don't want to dip into that. That's fine.
Yeah, I did restock some of it because it was down to like 4 or 5 stacks by the time I'd finished. I just ran out and picked up a load, but yeah, when I log on later, I might do that restock for you. Get scabbers out. Poor little guy's feeling a bit abandoned over there.
Kitten said she's got a rat for you to eat, Scabbers.
Oh, another one. She force fed me one the other day and I didn't really like it.
And I know what rats do. I've seen it firsthand. Like, not personally, like my character didn't eat one, but I did watch Brendan eat a rat.
It's because if I'm not mistaken, don't you get some like poison debuff if you do? I'm sure I read about it somewhere because I saw the cats had the rats in there, and I was able to, and I saw the option to take them away. So I sort of did like some googling on it, and they said that if you eat them, you lose some health and you get a poison debuff.
Yep. That is true.
And then I thought, well, maybe if I just put in my hotbar and then, just sort of press E on them, maybe that would help. But I didn't quite go that far because I was afraid that it might make me eat it instead.
Yeah, you will eat it. If you press E on it, you will consume it. There we go. Now that we're being fed. Now we're eating that. Nom 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 nom. They were hungry animals. I better go get some more food. Oh, you were trying to pet the cats. Oh dear. Oh, very nice. Still quite a cluster here. I hope these get designated soon to different islands and whatnot. My animal pen isn't made for this many animals, I don't think. What we need to look into if we can as well, whilst we're waiting until tomorrow kind of thing, is what one of these animals are decent for breeding, and then we can distribute the other ones. Oh no, I could probably get one of these out, but it's just having all these animals here. Like, I can't organize them because half of them don't have saddles and stuff, and it's a little bit clustered. You know, just a wee bit.
Yeah, it is rather full in there at the moment. Would you consider putting another floor on top of that? Just to maybe space them out a bit? Because I don't think sort of building out is an option really, is it?
I could build out a bit more, yeah. But the thing is, it's just they're not going to be permanently here. That's the thing. So I kind of don't want to do it because they're not going to be permanently here.
Would a temporary shelter on the docks then be an option?
I wouldn't risk it with dogs keep breaking like they do.
That's true.
That's fine. It's just what I need to do is I need to get around to actually choosing the ones we want to keep for breeding, and then that way we can distribute the other ones.
Yeah. Very true.
Okay. What was that?
Me?
Oh. Okay. You want to set me a challenge? Why? No, I think I challenge myself enough every day.
Yeah, she challenged herself to see if she would survive a fall, and
Yeah.
just
Just.
inadvertent challenge, but challenge nonetheless.
To eat nothing but cheesecake I make for a week. Oh, I'm down for that.
Well, it's certainly not malnutritious because it's got all your basic food groups. It's got some protein in there. It's got some calcium in there. It's got some fiber in there from the base. Yeah. What more does a grown woman need? I reckon that's a challenge you should take up. That'd be easy. What's the reward then, kitten? What will she get if she passes the said challenge?
I think the cheesecake's the reward.
A lifetime subscription to the Cheesecake Factory.
I we're gonna try this out and see. Let's take Trixie up there with some food. Ooh. Yeah, look at it go! Ah. Yep.
Oh, that's good that you can use the elevator. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. I thought you were going to fall off there again. As soon as I saw that bear ship to the right, I was like, ah! Oh no! Again. But I think the bear would take more damage than you would, because you're mounted on the bear. I don't know.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know
I
how
don't
that
know.
works,
I don't
actually.
know. But I was like glad it didn't. I didn't want
I'm
to
pretty
test
sure
it.
you both would. I'm pretty sure you both would take damage, but I suspect the bear would probably take more.
Hmm.
While I'm thinking about it, did you want me to send you a copy of that document that I sent to Gray so you can have a look? Because I did say to him just before you came on that I think it would be a good idea for all the admins to be involved and have their inputs on it.
Yeah.
I think I might. I think I've sent. Kitten, have I sent it to you as well, or do you want me to send it to you?
Yes, Kitten says he sent it to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll send it to you. You can have a look. As I say, it's very much a rough draft. I've put sort of subheadings underneath each rank that would obviously need to be sorted out. So just sort of things like around, obviously the titles, I quite like them, but obviously feedback's appreciated. And then just the other things is just like what their roles and responsibilities will be, and like their privileges within that rank. So I'll send that to you in a moment on Discord. Yeah, Discord. Right, sent.
Okay. I'll look at it later then.
Yeah, so there's no rush on it.
How's his 250 volts sound? You mean bolts? I get a little worried of his volts. I don't want to be zapped, thank you.
250 volts? Yeah, that's nothing.
It's about the basic
I
power
used to get
supply of a computer,
shocked
isn't
at
it?
that every day at school when I used to get done something wrong. 250 volts is nothing. Up it to 500 and then we'll talk.
Hmm. How about no?
How about no?
Yeah, so that's all that set up now. And we've got feed up there as well now, so that's good.
Yeah, when I log on in a, what's the time now?
Almost 2 o'clock.
God, I've still got like 3 hours. Ugh. Thing is, I prefer, in a strange way, I prefer to have less to do at work in a day, but at the same time, when I'm not doing as much as I have been all week, it drags. So it feels like
yeah.
I've been working since 7:30 this morning,
Mhm.
but it feels like I've been working like for the last 24 hours. It's like, ugh, it's what the day to end now. But at least next week I've taken the manager decision to do the earlies next week, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be, hopefully, barring any disasters, finishing at 3:30 every day, which is nice because like the past couple of weeks I've been starting at 7:30 and working officially finishing at 5.
Mhm.
But like more often than not, like last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from someone in the States asking me a question about an issue, and I was like, "You're lucky I'm up, sunshine," because I was still up at the time. So I was like, "You're lucky I'm still up. You wouldn't have got a very nice answer out of me if I wasn't."
Yeah, but no, I get it when it's like if you don't got a lot to do, it drags.
Yeah.
That was kind of why I sort of like ended up leaving my volunteer job, because it was just like when they gave the admin position to 2 people as a shared job, it became one of those things where originally the idea was one admin was supposed to be based where I worked and one was supposed to be based nearby, but they ended up being based in the same office. And the reception room only had space for really 2 people. Yet there was 3 people working in there back and forth kind of thing, and it was kind of really difficult because it's like I kept getting hot seated occasionally.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, and then the other admin lady who would come in, she would end up doing some of the stuff that I would normally have to do, so I would have less to do, and then on top of that, they then got someone to come in and do work experience in the reception area. He was doing all the extra stuff I had left to do. So literally I had nothing left to do besides being on reception and dealing with clients. And when you had no clients come in for the whole day, it was just not having anything else to do because all my extra work that I was supposed to do was taken over. It was just frustrating. I was like, what's the point of me coming in? You don't need me to come in if you've got these other people doing it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean that's kind of half of it. Well, that's kind of an issue that we're experiencing in my role at the moment, because the higher ups are sort of saying, well, you know, look what's happened over the past, say, 6 months. You know, you guys have been stretched, yada yada. You need more people, and I said, well, yeah, as a short term, yeah, we could have done with more people, but I would only expect it to be on a temporary basis, and they were like, well, why? You need to justify this. Well, because when all this work is done, what am I going to do with these people? I can't divvy out jobs to them, because once we go back to business as usual, they're not going to have anything to do, because we have enough of a workload to keep us all busy throughout the day. If I then have an extra 3 members of staff is what they were proposing, and they would say, oh, you know, have these 3 people on a permanent basis. I then start giving out jobs to those 3 people to make them do something. The other 17 people that I've got underneath me are suddenly like, well, I'm not doing anything for half the day. I can't give them projects because they'll be new, and I don't want to give out important projects or any projects to someone that's just started with a company. This is not fair. Yeah, and I don't have the time to then sit there and train them up on project management, because that's not their role. I have project managers within my team that deal with projects. I'm not going to train someone up and upskill them for something when they've only been in the company for 20 seconds. I want them to have experience in, lack of a better term, the basics of the role, get them competent in that, and then upskill them once I feel they're competent enough to to do the more responsible stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had my other reasons for like stepping away from my volunteer job as well. It wasn't just that, because that does seem like a silly thing to just step away from, but it was like, my mum when she got ill, she was also working there. So coming back to work after my mum passed away was really difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And at the time, like when she was in hospital, that was when the admin job was up for people to apply for it, and I applied for it, and I was one of the first interviews. The first position got given straight away because I understood, with the boss being like, well, we need someone who has been has been in the admin before to come back and do it, which was fine. I was happy with that.
Understandable. Yeah, that was understandable.
And then I was made to wait about 2.5 months to find out I didn't get the second position. And during those 2.5 months, the other person who was supposed to be having an interview was away on holiday. And they were from somewhere else in Europe. They were actually foreign as well. And they turned and said to me it was because I didn't have the experience of administration from anywhere else. And I was like, well, where the hell am I supposed to get it if I don't, And I was like, not besides the point was the fact that I sat and worked with the previous admin for 5 years. So I knew.
I was going to say official experience. Yeah.
I knew I just needed to know how to use the database system that they use. That was it. That was all the training I needed. This other person who got the second job, she had only just started becoming a training advisor. Like she hadn't had any experience working there. And so it just kind of like, for me, it felt more like a, equality in the workplace kind of thing, more so than.
No. By the looks of that, it was more of a kick in the teeth. That's how I would see it. None of this official stuff. It was a kick in the teeth, especially waiting 2.5 months. I mean,
that was why when it got to the point where I felt like there was nothing left for me to do, I felt like I was getting pushed completely out, and I was just like, I'm done. You know what? It's not worth doing it for free.
Yeah. It's like, we want you in that role, you stay there.
It's like, it's just not fair, because it's like they, the boss knew my mum, they were friends and everything, and she really knew how much I really wanted to get a job and get my foot in, in the door kind of thing, and it was just such a kick in the teeth, just to think, well,
Yeah, I mean, from a manager's point of view, that sort of thing, I would not tolerate that at all. I am involved in the recruitment of the staff within my team. I've interviewed pretty much everybody that's currently in my role, because I've been doing this role for what are we now, 2020, so just under 4 years, and obviously people have come and gone in that time, and I've got a set of 90% of my workforce that I'm responsible for. I've personally interviewed them, and I wouldn't tolerate any delays in like recruitment. If I needed somebody, I wanted to get done. None of this like, we need to wait for this, we need to wait for that. I just can't tolerate this.
I turned around and said, any other place, if you couldn't make the interview time when it was set, you didn't get the job. You didn't even get the interview. They'd be like, well, if you can't make it, tough.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, for me, I've been trying to get work since since I left college. And the closest I've come to ever really getting work is temp jobs, and they're never gone anywhere.
Yeah, and they're even worse at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're on, and at the time I was on Job Seekers, and Job Seekers is terrible. Because when you get a temp job, they deduct whatever you earn from that temp job.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So you're not better off at all.
No, the system's not designed that way. I've had to deal with JSA and, well, as it's now known as Universal Credit.
Universal Credit, and that's even worse. That's what we call the lobster pot. So once you get in, you can't get out. So.
I've had to deal with it with my partner. I've had to deal with it, and it's not a lot of fun at all. So the amount of hoops you had to jump through, and then because like a lot of it was not income, not like individual based, it was household based, because I earn as much as I do. She would say it's supposed to be getting, like, say, with all the benefits and disability and all of that factored in, she was supposed to be getting in the range of about £800-900 a month, and they reduced that down to £425 because of the amount of money I earned. So they took effectively half of it because I earned enough,
Yeah.
and it wasn't enough for her to pay for like her caring, her bills. Yeah, 425 wasn't enough because I can pay for like the rent and stuff. That's fine. That's not a problem.
Mm.
But like for all her stuff, like all of her, like her, she was on prescription. She had like a lot of medication. She had to pay for all of that. I mean, we had the prescription thing.
Thank you for that stuff, Misty.
Oh, thanks, Mitzi. But yeah, and like all that sort of small things like the mobile phone and all of that all added up, and it just wasn't enough. So I had to sub out of my funds to help her out, which is fine. She was my fiance. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. It was just the fact that they felt it appropriate to penalize her for the fact that I'm her fiance and that therefore I should be contributing more. And I was just like, I kind of sort of get it, but at the same time, I'm not the one claiming the benefits. She is. You should be looking at her, not me. But yeah, that's all dealt with. It's nothing I need to worry about anymore.
Benefits are horrible, to be fair. Like, we had a bit of a scare in March, actually, this year. We had a letter from the council saying we owed them about £420 in council tax. And they were like, it was in February they gave us a letter, and they said, you have to pay this by the 15th of March. They gave us a whole month to come up with £420, and I was like, why we suddenly owe this? And they're like, because we've just realised we've been miscalculating your council tax. And it was just like, what?
Well, how's that my problem?
And the thing was, right, so they sent that at the beginning of February, and then by the end of February they sent us another letter saying we owed nothing. And I turned around and said, well, what do we owe you? Do we owe you? Do we not? And they're like, no, you're fine. And the funny thing was, is I then also got the breakdown letter for the rest of the year, because you know how if you pay in monthly installments, you get a breakdown letter that tells you how much the whole total is and how much you pay each month. Yeah. When I rang up this guy about the letter about not owing money, he turned around and said, well, you've got this much on your account that you're supposed to be paying. I don't know where this amount is coming from. And I turned around and said to him, that's the amount for the entire year. I've got the breakdown letter right here. And he goes, oh. And I'm just like,
God, so you spoke to someone who didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, I could do your job. Give me your job. So, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm looking at a piece of paper that you should have access to, and yeah, I'm telling you what to do. Unbelievable.
It makes you worry though when you're on benefits to think that there's people like that on the other end that don't know what they're doing, and they're sending out these miscalculations and stuff like that, and I just. If it wasn't for the lockdown, I was actually going to write them a really snotty letter and send it, but I was just like, I can't bother to go to the post office to go grab a stamp just to send a letter now. It's just like, no, but...
Yeah, it's just not worth the effort, is it?
No. And I was just like, if they do it again, then yeah, I will definitely write them a really snotty letter to their customer support and just say, look, this is not on. You can't do this to people. You can't make false calculations and then go back on them and say, actually, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair on people.
It just causes undue stress, worry, and think of people that have mental health issues.
If the person doesn't, I mean, my brother was panicking because he's got Asperger's, so for him it was, because like what I turned around and said, to my stepdad and my dad and everything, I was like, well, we just lost our mum, like literally in August. And then we get this at the beginning of the next year, and I was like, we don't need the stress. So... Yeah,
you need the stress at any time, yeah.
I mean, we would have been buggered if we got that letter after lockdown, because we wouldn't be able to go to the savings account to even get the money out.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, we're kind of lucky in the sense that we've got a bit of money aside. But that's not what it's there for. It's not there to make up for a miscalculation. It's more there for, like, if we need something replaced. But no, I was really relieved when we found out we didn't have to pay that money back.
Yeah. I mean, it's a relief in the end, but it's just, like you say, it's just the worry and the anxiety during it, yeah. amount of times councils mess up, because I had maybe 2-3 years ago, I had a letter come through, also from the council, about my council tax,
Mm.
where they claimed to have not received like my last 3 months worth of payments,
Yeah.
and I was a bit flummoxed. I was like, oh, that's weird. I swear that, because we had a joint account,
Yeah.
where we used to put like all our money in, all of our household bills and whatnot all came out of that, and then whatever we had left in our own personal accounts was obviously for our own use.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a bit strange. I've not sort of noticed like anything bouncing. So I have it sent to my phone. Normally, if something like that happens, I get a notification. So I had a look at my account. And I was like, oh no, money says it's gone. It's gone through. It's not come back as saying that it's been bounced or rejected or anything like that. So I sort of informed them of this. They obviously didn't believe me. Asked for my bank statements. I sent them bank statements, and then they came back and said, well, we don't know where this money is going to, but it's certainly not us. And I was like, well, are these your bank details? No, well, yes, they are. So I was like, well, then it's
Someone
gone.
ain't doing their job.
It's gone to you. If you guys can't account for where money goes into your council, that's not my problem.
Mm-mm.
And it ended up actually going to court in the end, because they then just basically ignored all the proof that I'd given them. Issued me a court summons. I turned up in court with my documents, put them in front of the judge, and I was like,
The judge's probably like, what the hell are you playing at, council?
yeah,
Get your shit together.
because I handed over my evidence. The judge looked at it and was like, well, what's the issue? It's quite clear, based upon your correspondence and what the defendant has put in, that the money has gone to you. So if you guys can't do your accountancy properly, how's that his problem? And he ended up sort of like in his closing statement, so to speak, say, well, this has been an utter waste of our time. There's nothing for this guy to pay. He's up to date, and you guys need to sort out your accountancy, basically. And
Yeah.
I then sort of did say, well, is there any sort of scope for compensation? And he's like, well, you can claim for compensation, yada yada yada. And I ended up not doing it in the end, because it was just,
Thing is, if
ugh.
you try to get compensation from like anywhere that you then want to get money from, they take forever to do it. Forever.
Yeah, this is pre-GDPR though, kitten.
Yeah.
Because I know now they can't do that,
Yeah,
but
now
I
they
think
can't
back
do
in
Back in the day, they could
2000,
do.
I think this was. I mean, I'll say a few years ago. This was probably back in 2012, 2013, maybe even earlier than that. I honestly can't remember. Oh, I will. Now that I know a sexy ass lawyer, I can certainly pull on her resources, and then I'll ask for your advice. Only joking.
I'll pay you in cheese.
Love you, really. I'll pay you in cheesecake. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, I mean, mistakes happen.
Oh yeah, I understand mistakes happen, but sometimes they make really big mistakes, and it's like, what are you paying
And
these
they don't
people for if they're
And
not
that's the thing.
dealing
They also
properly?
don't answer if they're wrong.
And the
That's
thing is,
thing,
they're
they
very
don't
quick.
answer if
They're
they're
very quick with their mistakes to come to you and say, right, you owe us money. But the second it's the other way around, it's just like the amount of time it takes them to sort things out. Like, cause we get council tax reduction. We get housing benefits. When my other brother, he's now in Cardiff, when he was living with us and got a job, it took them 2 months to take off the housing benefit. So we ended up owing them rent and council tax. And then when we went back onto housing benefit after my brother moved out, they ended up owing us money because it took a while for them to put us back on housing benefit, and it took longer for them to actually then send the money back to us and say, okay, right, well, we owe you this because we've been overcharging you. And it's ridiculous how some companies work like that.
Yeah, they're quite quick to take your money, but then when it's like a refund is issued, oh yeah, we'll get round to it and it'll get done within the next 7 to 10 working days. Like, no. You took my money within 20 seconds. You should be able to refund it within 20 seconds. Just a push of a button, sunshine. Get on with it. Yeah. So yeah, I do agree. It's tedious to say the least. But yeah, anyway, rant's over.
No, Lucky, that's just terrible. I would hope not. I
Lucky
would
Man
never
Garden
ride another
Cheers.
elephant ever again.
X100. That elephant is
What
orgasming.
sort of elephant gets off on knocking his head against a tree? I'd be
dear.
questioning that elephant's mental health.
I guess
really.
you know whatever floats your boat, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Oh, what's wrong, kid?
It's a bit extreme. What have you done? Have you not got a grappling hook? Or would that not help?
You can't access anything.
Oh, I know what bug that is. I've had that before. Bear with, I've got 10 minutes to spare. I can log in quickly and shoot you in the head. Whereabouts are you? And is it somewhere where you can easily get your stuff? Shipyard, no. Okay. I'll have a look.
That's a funny noise.
I've had saying that so nonchalant. What is that? Is that what I said? Oh, it's just banter amongst friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what friends are for at the end of the day. Yeah, thinking about
How
it,
you
that did
doing
sound
as well,
rather
Lucky?
thick, didn't it?
I don't worry. It's when Gray starts bullying me. I pull out the pistols and like Gray.
Yeah, these are. Yeah, okay.
Like, okay, no.
Well, actually, that's a point. Am I even on A11? I should be.
What is there? No one else playing with you at the moment then? On Final Fantasy 14?
I think this is all down to what you enjoy. If you enjoy the game, it depends on how serious you want to take the streaming, really.
I know what this is. This is a hint, isn't it? It's because I don't join the VC as much anymore when Lucky streams.
Perhaps that's what you need to do.
The weird thing, actually, did you see my screenshot today, Lucky?
The one that was on general chat in Discord.
Oh no, Lucky's not in the Misfits Discord. I have my my own Discord as well, and I was like, oh, I posted the screenshot. So basically, I'll explain it. So I have a YouTube channel that I upload my past streams to, and I've been trying to get through all the backlog of Monster Hunter World videos, and so far, the past 2 videos that I've now published, I've had someone comment and say, you know, do you want to be friends? It's like, what? And it's quite strange, you know. No, Lucky, I want to be your friend. I mean, I am your friend. I just find it really strange just to suddenly see a message saying, oh, you know, keep up the good work. Hey, let's be YouTube friends. It's like, what?
Yeah, what? Who are you? Do I know you? No.
Review fix again! Yes.
Let me try.
I will never
Try
live
looking
that
you
moment down. I'm never going to live that moment down in Final Fantasy 14.
You're well and truly stuck there. It's not even letting me grapple onto you. Are you able to throw anything down at all that I can maybe pick up?
Hmm.
That is weird. Oh, no. That won't work. I'm scared to stand on that now in case I get the same thing. Well, it's not even letting me initiate trade with you either.
Hmm.
It's grayed out. That's weird.
Maybe try relogging if not. See what happens.
Logging.
Hmm.
Oh, no, you just pulled out your guns. Now you're reloading.
Mm-mm.
Well, we could, but it's a ship, so it's probably not a good idea to destroy it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the ship we're working on for tomorrow then.
Yeah. Oh, I see you're able to shoot your guns, but let me try grappling again now that you can move. Yeah, you see, when I try and grapple onto you, it just clips straight through, even though I can target you with my grapple hook and it goes onto the boat. That's weird. Let me try trading now. No, still can't trade.
She can't access anything though, Grace, no problem. Like, she can't access her inventory and stuff, so... I don't think she has it on hotbar.
Oh! Oh, try and move. Can you move? That didn't work, did it?
So... Oh! Oh!
Yeah, I'm just trying to open the gun port. Can you crouch? I doubt it, because you can't move. Is there another gun port here? Yeah, you see, look, it just clips straight through her. Because I tried that.
Oh, it shows it on... Oh, it's on the foyer, I see it now.
Yeah, because you can target her with a grapple, but then when you throw it, it doesn't...
Oh! Just
It looks like, looking at that, looking at her movement, that she's clipped
You're
into the
stuck
gun
on
port.
the gun port, yeah. What if we moved the gun port door? Would that do anything, do you think?
I can try. You happy for me to demolish the gun port, see if that
Okay,
works?
try now, see if you can move.
Well, I can initiate trade with her now. Try,
No, I can't
Try
even hit
hooking
her,
her.
which is weird. Okay.
yeah, try hooking again, so I can now initiate trade with her. So, oh, there you go. You clipped onto her. See if you can pull her out. No.
It's still stuck. What the? Come on, game. This is... What if you... Are you stuck to another panel, do you think? Like, maybe this one? You Can we push you from...
I've just tried to punch her from there. I can't hit her. Yeah, see, look, that clipped through her again there. Problem is, we can't get out of here now. Oh no, yeah, no, we can.
A pirate I was meant to be, trim the sails and roam the sea.
Thank you very much for that follow Stingray. Oh, you can punch me. You can't me. What the hell is going on with this game? Oh my god. I really hope you're not caught on the skeleton of the ship. That's gonna be worse.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can suggest then is maybe try and...
Like, you can see I've got onto her there, and I just cannot pull you out. Like,
yeah.
I would say try relogging at this point. Like, log off, log back on, and see what happens. See if it unclips you from... Oh, that looked painful. That's right in the face.
Well, suddenly I'm now encumbered. Why? Why am I suddenly encumbered? What have I just pulled?
Did you break the stuff off, or...?
I don't know. Let me see, what have I just picked up? I picked up some pepper seeds.
How did that...
Where?
Woo! You want me to shoot you, Kitten, and see what happens?
Well, at least she's in front of me now, so her gear's safe.
Ooh, I laughed a bit too hard there.
So as she shot her, she just got slung straight towards me. I was like, oh, there's a corpse coming towards me. Well, that sorted that issue.
Oh, yeah.
See how she's laying.
Oh my god. What happened to your hands? Oh.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh. I could start crying in a minute. That was... Oh dear. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, what? Did you get your stuff stuck?
No, I haven't got myself stuck, but look, I'm not able to pull her further back now.
That's
I'm
because
thinking
you're not clipping her. You're clipping the deck.
Uh-oh.
You can still access your inventory, it's fine. It's just...
Oh, okay, that's fine. I think there might be a problem with that particular bit of the, She's keeping you warm. Because on my screen, she's hovering.
Oh,
She's got her feet on the...
Oh yeah, she's not.
This-
She's...
this-
Yeah.
this- I think there's something on this particular part of the deck that's not rendering.
It's a
Because
ghost
now
block.
she's now... She can't target her again. You can obviously access her inventory. But that's it.
Mm.
But I can run straight through her and...
Oof.
We weren't doing nothing, honest. Just we were guarding the corpse.
I laughed that hard, I started coughing. Oh my god, she punched you in the crotch.
I know.
Whack.
Sorted, governor.
Yes, Scumbucket, yes. We had to do it. It was a mercy killing.
Yeah.
Had to put it down.
So what is the term? Kill or be killed? I think.
Just the way your hands are behind you. Ugh.
Yeah, see, look, her body's doing the same thing again.
I think the body's broken. It's mad. That's skills. That is, you know. Just balance yourself from your feet. No. I hope it doesn't happen again. But at least we know shooting.
At least we know what
works.
to do. Yeah, shoot you in the head.
Yeah, shoot
Make
first,
sure you
ask
grapple her
questions
at
later.
the Yeah,
Oh my god, that was
grapple her,
hilarious.
shoot her in the head, and then decide what to do after that.
That was perfect.
Oh, gosh, hello horse. Didn't see you there.
Oh, that's the
Now you see you
seahorse.
do so. Yeah, it's the seahorse. Yeah, came up from under the sea to say hello.
No. Whoop. That was a weird jump. I like, jumped in the water, then jumped on the surface of the water. Aha!
You hit the rock right on the corner.
I think so, yeah. But it looked like I jumped in the water, like dunk. Yes, yes, you
Yes.
would. It's a pity this horse over here isn't a female horse. It's another male horse.
Oh, one that's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that one there. Yeah.
You get rid of it so we can trap another horse. Wah!
See. I noticed you started upgrading the
The dock.
ceilings here to the dock to brick. If I get some time, do you want me to continue that along that
Yeah,
way?
you can if you want. Yeah, it takes a lot of iron.
Yeah.
So and
Oh, it does take iron. Oh.
it takes iron, yeah. And the thing is that when you take the rhino out, you don't get as much resource of metal as you do with the other ones. Like when you take them out for like trees and stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it can be done. It just takes a bit longer to farm the resources for that.
Yes, I noticed it the other day, and I did say to Gray, "Did you want me to do it?" And he said, "No, just leave it for Reva to decide what she wants to do." So I was like, "Okay."
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
fine with
so
anyone
I
else wanting to upgrade this along as well. I'm happy with that. It just takes a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do it. I mean, I can do it in a bit when I'm sure that I'm not going to be able. Well, I'm not going to need to do anything else work-wise. I can carry on doing stuff.
Yes, kitten. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Not every day we
Teamwork
get to
makes the
shoot a
dream
crew
work.
member.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm kidding. we need
Teamwork
to
makes
use
the dream work.
we need to use Grey for target practice though, right? There's a flying pig as well here that it's hilarious. Just says, "Ooh."
There's a crow stuck in the under the docks here.
Hmm. You want a new monkey? I think we have monkeys on this island, don't we? I can't remember if we do or not.
I haven't seen
Oh
any.
no, a Cobrator.
Yeah, yesterday.
If not, we can go to A9 and get one. I know there's plenty in that island.
I mean, I'd be a little bit surprised if there wasn't, but I think. Where are you putting your seeds at the moment?
Oh,
Or have you got enough for everything?
I think I've got enough for everything, to be fair. Like, they're up on the farm. Like, as you go out here, and then you go this way.
Sorry.
There is a resource box there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just for some reason when I hooked 4 seeds from somewhere.
Thank you, Gray. And you have a wonderful day too, though. Have a safe day.
Have a good day.
Yeah, no, I've got plenty of seeds. I don't need any more at the moment, but anyone else is free to take some seeds and throw them elsewhere and that if they need them. I'll have a little look and see if I can see any monkeys anywhere, but I don't think there's any monkeys here. That actually better check is the wiki. I'll check the wiki because it'll tell me.
Yeah,
if
it's good
there's
to
any
check.
there. Like, it won't tell me the specific islands, but it'll tell me if they're in this region. Okay, no. Yeah, they're not in A11, but they are in A10 and A9, and we definitely know they're in A9, but they're also in A10, so we can go up to A10 and get some. I'd be up for that.
That'll be a good little, or a parrot. Yeah, I want a parrot
Parrots
as
do
well.
spawn here. I've seen parrots.
Yeah, I think Gray was trying to get one yesterday or the day before.
Best thing to do from what I've seen on some of like posts and that is that you put a cage down and you grapple it when it lands.
Yeah,
put it
that's
into
what
the
he
cage,
was
yeah.
trying to do, but it seemed to be clipping through. So you'd sort of get it into the cage, and then it would clip out of the cage when he closed the door.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Could have just been a Gray problem. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, I would like to have a parrot. They're quite cool.
I haven't seen any at the moment, but they do spawn around here. I've seen them occasionally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple around here somewhere. Seagull.
That's a crow.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw
Can't
earlier.
get to it. Oh, we can. There we go.
Oh no, you got it. You got it. There we go.
I'm hoping if we get rid of these ones that are trapped, because that will hopefully reset the spawns of what's going to be here, kind of thing.
Yeah, spawn others. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Because that was what someone was saying before. If you killed all the aggressive animals on the island, then there'd be all like a load of passive animals would spawn in.
Yeah, make it a lot safer. Yeah.
But obviously that would only last until the passive animals died themselves and then reset. But not a permanent thing.
Fortunately.
Fish.
Oh, that's a good find.
I'll have to keep your eyes up for some parrots. Next time I see some, I'll try and catch them. I think with parrots, they prefer crackers.
Crackers?
Yeah, crackers. You can make crackers.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Is water and maize, wheat.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, I need to eat because I haven't eaten for a while. Oh no, not that bag. This bag.
Yeah, I hear my cat tapping at the door at the moment.
I fed my kitty this morning, so she's happy.
Well, she's had food. She's just trying to say, hey, I want my dinner early.
As you do.
But what? I was like, do I ask? Getting mighty hot by this group. Oof. I had to let my cat in because she just. All I could hear was tap, 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 tap.
I leave all the doors of my house open normally, but sometimes she'll like close the door herself for whatever reason, and then because she then can't get back through the door, she'll start scratching on it. She won't tap it; she'll physically scratch it. So I have to sort of like run and make sure that she doesn't like do too much damage on it.
Silly kitty. She's like, I want a drink, but I don't want to drink the water downstairs. I want to drink the water upstairs.
Fussy cat.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a feeding bowl. Both, I've got like a sort of biscuit bowl and a water bowl outside my bedroom for her up here, but I've also got like a sort of wet food, biscuits, and water downstairs as well. So she tends to eat more where I am. So she'll eat most of the stuff from up here and then go downstairs for like a wet food, which I think is a little bit strange because half the time I'm having to throw the biscuits downstairs out because she just hardly touches them.
I'm trying to think what it was. It was the other. It was either yesterday or the day before. My cat decided, she was going to have a snack before dinner. Went and got a mouse.
Oh, a mouse.
She ate
Fair
it. So, I was like, well, I don't have to clean it up. That's.
Well, that's a plus, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, cat. She
Yeah,
was
I don't
playing
know
with it, and it was dead, and she was still playing with it. But as soon as she saw me, she was like, "Nope, I need to eat it now because Mum's gonna take it away."
Take it away, yeah, exactly. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what Kiara would do with a mouse if she saw one. Because she's all like sort of like all bravado and stuff when she's sat by the window and like there's birds flying about. She's like got a natural cat instincts, but
When they do that,
I've
really
seen it
that
before,
like
yeah.
big wide-eyed look, and they look like, ooh,
yeah,
ooh,
They're
it's a
like,
bird. I can see it.
bird.
It's there.
And then it's happened before where she was like watching like birds. She sat she sat by the window now, watching the birds and that go by. But it's happened once where she was sat by the window and a crow landed on the windowsill, and crows are like around here like really stupidly big. She
No.
absolutely bricked it. She didn't know what to do. She got all fluffy and all like scared and defensive, and then she ran and jumped onto my lap. She hung like on my lap, like sort of behind my arm, like, Dad, it's scary. Send it away.
It's
And I was
too
looking,
big.
and this crow was like looking at her, like, I've got you. It was so funny. Poor little thing. Yes, I'm talking about you. She's giving me the evils now because I'm talking about her. Yes, hi. You're cute. Yes, you are.
My cat likes sitting on my window ledge because we've got like a small TV aerial off the wall. Don't use it, but it just is there. And occasionally you'll get like a pigeon or something all sitting up. And the cat loves the idea of just being able to try and sneak up on the pigeon, even though she can't actually get it physically through the window. Why is there a sword? Creamy. Oh dear.
Very sneaky kitten.
Are you trying to give me puncture wounds?
You wouldn't have been a gun bought short if we hadn't destroyed that one, I suppose. But
Yeah, but we didn't know, that's the thing. It's one of those things where you don't know what to do
Yeah.
in a situation like that. It's like,
so you sort of go through the options, yeah. I mean, if that sort of if killing her hadn't worked, then the only other option would have been to relog and hope that it fixes itself.
yeah. Oh, no, I know where that's gone. I was like, where's my e-liquid thing gone? I was like, oh no, because that one ran out. That's where that one's gone.
What is it? What?
Oh, I heard that.
What is it, Baba?
She's
What
like,
is it?
hey, attention to me.
Yeah, hi, attention me. Attention me, Daddy, please. Give me fuss and tickles and cuddles. Well, maybe not cuddles, but fuss and tickles. Don't sit on my lap. No.
What are you doing with that pistol? I don't like how that sounds.
Here you go. Here you go. Tummy tickles. Tummy scrubs. Yes, tummy scrubs.
Hold me hostage, pies and fish, okay. Are they cooking?
What? I was giving you tummy scrubs. What's the issue? Okay, you want to play? All right. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? It's a toy. Oh, yeah, you viciously attack that toy. There we go. Yes. Yes. And this is why I don't get work done, because of you, cat.
That was like last night when Gray said, "Oh, can you come on and sort this out?" And I was like, "Well, you've made a cat sad." My cat had just got comfortable and was laying on me, and that I had to get up. And it's like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Kiara started. Well, I say started this thing. She does it intermittently, but she seems to be doing it more now. Where because I've got now the whole bed to myself. She'll sleep on the other side of the bed on the pillow next to me. She does that. She used to do it intermittently, but yeah, now she's doing it more and more. And what I've started doing is I've started having like a teddy bear on the bed, because she's got like a favorite teddy that she likes to snuggle up against.
Aww.
So I've put that. It's like a really big teddy bear. It's like half the size of me. This thing. So I've put it on the bed next to us, and yeah, she likes to cuddle up to that and fall asleep on it. It's very cute.
Aww.
You like Bertram, don't you? Yes. Yes, you like Bertram. Yeah. She can be cute when she wants to be. Don't you dare put that grappling hook away. I haven't got my hands on the keyboard to dodge either.
Oh!
I can't see what's happening.
When she got you, it pushed you up the stairs.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, why am I suddenly on the stairs? Hang on, if I run around enough, would I be able to entangle her?
I definitely need to do a salt run soon though. I'm running low on salt.
Woof. Can we go walkies, please? Walkies! Walkies! I wanna go walkies. Walkies! Yay! Walkies.
Oh, you're enjoying that little bit up there because she's like the window's open slightly, so I can like kind of see out the window more. I don't open my windows up fully though, otherwise she tried to climb out the window.
Yeah, I'm scared with Kiara.
If the window ledge outside was a bit more bigger, Cat, and had a little kind of like railing thing to it, it's fine. Could do that then, but no, it does not. Didn't want you falling from the. She's getting her good stare in today. Like, she's like, oh, I'm gonna watch all the birds and watch the people go past that go past. Yeah, you got your scabbers on a rope, yeah.
I'm going for walkie, so I'm happy. Oh. I'm free! 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 Yay! Yay! Oh, damn. Uh-oh. No! Not again! Not again!
Okay. No. No.
She's sneaking around on the other side. Aha! Ah, tables have turned. Aha!
Rookies.
Let me try something.
Aww.
Aw, it broke both of our grapples.
Oh, you missed.
There's a nice little kit. Get you under the belly rubs, maybe.
Good night, Scumbucket. I hope you had a good night. And I hope to see you next time.
Scumbucket. I think it goes in your hot potty.
No, it just don't work. Oh, I can't do
Oh.
the fan. Ah.
Perhaps. Roof clearance for us tall people, I've just noticed.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. It's just a pity that we don't. I've got plenty of salt on Scabbers, but obviously he's miles away. So we'd probably just be quick to go. Where is the closest here to farm salt?
8-8. It's like a southern west island that has all the
Oh,
salt on
that's
it.
not far.
Yeah.
I'm up for a trip if everyone else is.
I'm probably gonna go for food in like another 20 minutes, and then
I was gonna say how long. How long have you got? Yeah.
and then we could do a bit later on though.
I mean, yeah, we
It could
can
be
do a
something
bit
we can
later.
do.
Actually,
Something we
I've
can do
got.
off stream, so it's fine. I mean, it will take as long as it takes, depending on what the weather's like on the way there and back.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
we could take Big Whip. Big Whip hasn't been out of the dock in a while.
Did you want me?
Hmm?
The feeding troughs.
What about the feeding trough? Sorry.
Did you want me to read stuff because they were running a bit?
You could do, yeah. The one
Well,
here
you've done
could
that
the
already.
one here could use a bit more, I think.
Yeah, the one underneath here is 3, 4, 5.
I'm not
5
too worried
rows
about
of
the one
stuff,
up in the
so-
breeding pen because obviously the animals up there, it's like, you know, they hopefully won't be there for too much longer, so not too worried about. There's more animals on down here than there is up there, so
Okay.
I just need to figure out how to determine what the best stats are for breeding. Like breeding, I know I get the gist of how breeding like works, how you do it, and what you've got to do with the baby and everything. But other than that, like the stats of the parents is kind of like that's a new thing for me to really kind of look into. Hmm. That doesn't say anything about the stats, like how to determine the best stats. I guess it depends on what you want the animal to do. So I'd assume if you want an elephant, for example, that can carry a lot and have a lot of stamina, that's the stats you want to look for on the best one of them, because I think it passes on to the babies. Hmm. I guess so, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think we need to worry too much about stats anyway, because we're on PvE. Like, I think it's more if you're on PvP, you want to worry about stats more. So we could just go for the basic, you know, what is this animal going to be used for? So, for elephants, it's going to be, like, gathering wood, so you want to make them so they can carry a lot and have more stamina. So that they can, you know, so they don't get worn out too quickly when gathering wood. And so forth and so
Yeah,
forth.
when farming and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, your bear's going to be, you know, you could have one lot for gathering and another lot for, like, when you take them for, like, map hunts. You want them to have the, what's it called? Not the stamina, but the, you know, the thing that gives them more attack power.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah, attack damage. Basically.
For more health, maybe, as well. Oh, you're gonna sleep on the winter ledge. Hello. Boop. Boop.
Boop of the snoot.
Yeah, boop in the snoot, because it's right there. Or gift me on the levee. Oh. I think I just heard a shark. Yeah, of course there's a shark there now. Fell in the water and there's a shark. Where's the gift? Oh, hey lazy lax boy, how you doing? I mean, I'm only gonna be streaming for like probably another 15 minutes though, so it's a very proper walk you've got going there. Hmm. Ah. There you go, though. You got them for Grey for later. Apparently, you have to do it when someone's actually logged off. Like you can access their inventory and use them. If that shark is still there.
Need a harpoon gun. I've got one on me if you want to use that.
Oh, I should be fine. I can't jump, so I just want to make sure that shark isn't there. So if I go down the ladder, it won't try to numb my bum.
Yeah.
We need more fish. We always need more fish. swear I can hear it, like. But it might be my music that's making it sound like there's something swimming down there. No, that's, I guess, to look under the ship. On this way, we'll jump onto the dock. I mean, I should survive if a shark does try to get me. I just don't want to get killed by a shark. Oh, this 16-day streak. It's gonna be 17 after today. You be my lookout, kitten. You tell me if there's a shark coming.
Just logged out for a minute just so I
Yeah.
save a bit of health and that, food and that. I've just got a couple of things I need to do work-wise.
Wow. I wonder why, kitten. look at that dock. Look at all those ships. They're pretty.
Yeah. It's a nice little port that you've built up here.
Yeah. It looks very nice. A second galleon? What, a second galleon dock? I don't know where else we can build out to, because I don't think we can build much further that way without encroaching on those guys over there. Wait, what? You think Gray's claimed that one? Which one? Oh, well, that dock there, like that space. I mean, the idea is more so is to have it so... I guess... You can't really get the ship any closer here, can you? So, yeah. I don't know where else we could build one, to be fair. Hmm. I mean, it's there to use for anyone in the company as long as they, like, park the boat. Like, as long as it's not, like, blocking anyone else in. Because obviously that would be a problem. Not very often, that is for sure. But it is nice to see you home. It does, yeah. It does look a bit better, I think, yeah. I think the yellow was a bit too bright. Yeah, it does look nice. I like how he's like a little squished ghost. The sails are pulled up. Oh, poor Grey. He's so squished. Very pretty. Very, very. Oh yeah, because I think I saw them a little bit before, but I think you've probably changed the sails a bit more, haven't you, since? Ah. Look at these cannons now. Oh, they're firing at something, aren't they? I think there's a shark.
Yeah, I saw how they all instantly pointed downwards.
Yeah.
So, ooh, what are they targeting?
It's clearly something
It's a
down there.
shark
They were
rock.
like,
Yeah, it looks like there was probably a shark or something that was between the third and the fourth ports, because they all seem to be pointing in that direction.
oh dear, don't do that. Don't break the Leviathan. Ooh, I like the skull.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? She's done really well with that.
That is cool.
Yeah, she's done really well with that, hasn't she? Loving that skull.
That is just such a beautiful ship. I don't see the dragon just yet because they're a bit too out of range for me at the moment, but... Oh, you've now disappeared out of my view range. So wait and see it when you come back. Oh dear. Raining. These no cyclones. I don't see you no more. Your ship is gone.
She's disappeared.
Poof.
Like a fart in the wind.
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Ken, you need to get back now.
Oh, yeah, cyclones. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Bloody cyclones they knew. Bastards.
It's been good weather all stream, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And then one time you're like,
Until
let's
now.
go show off the ship. Boom.
They're like, yeah, psych, got you.
Oh, I see you.
Oh yeah, she's just come back in, yeah. Oh dear.
Please be safe. Oh.
Yeah, she's got it. She's okay. She just needs to get sort of a tiny bit closer and she'll be fine. That's as far out as I think they spawn.
Mhm.
I've never seen them spawn any closer. What is that?
That was the shark popping up, I think.
Oh, was it? Oh, for
Yeah.
some reason I thought that was like a shipwreck of some sort. Oh,
Yes. A bit closer, right?
that's a bad omen. Yeah, there we go. She's alright. I love how they all sort of like all bunched up, spawned like right behind her.
That was a bit close, look at that.
Oh, that's a bit close. Yeah.
I think it's like they can get close, but they don't damage your ship if your ship's docked. It's when your ship isn't docked that it can get damaged. Because look at how close those
Yeah.
bits are getting there. Oh.
That's going towards you, so that will despawn before it hits her. Hopefully. They've got like about 30 seconds on them per spawn from my rough calculations.
I don't like the look of it though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you can drop anchor there, Kitten, I'd suggest doing it.
I think she's turning so she can dock up. Fine, you should be right.
Yeah, just about.
Just typical though, right? Absolutely typical. I like how there's like you got sort of slightly blue ones, and then the one closest to us is like a yellowish.
Yeah,
kind
so
of-
you have yellowish,
Is
grey
it like
colour.
is it like pulling sand up from the bottom? Do you think?
Yeah, yeah, it might be. Just seems a bit weird that the ones like way out there are like blue, and then these
Yeah.
ones are like all like sandy coloured. Yeah,
Yeah.
very strange.
I mean, if these shipyards weren't here, we could bring a dock more round this way and then have the shipyards out that way. Apparently,
Yeah,
some of the stuff over there, like, I can't tell by the ships, but by what's already placed here by the other people over there, it's got like, 4 days left
Oh,
until
really?
left until some of it demolishes. Yeah,
Yeah.
saw it look for a moment. It was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone's been there for a while because like those farm plots on the other side, they haven't got long before they disappear.
I mean, we could keep this one here and we could just carry the dock on behind it and around and take the smaller
Yeah,
one
that's
out
an
and move the
option.
smaller one.
Yeah, move the smaller one forward maybe.
Or just, we could bring it around this way.
Yeah, that's true.
But that'll be for a later date. A later project. At least the Leviathan's back safe. Oh god, that was terrifying. Let me get myself back inside. Gonna BRB 1 sec. So yeah, so it is that time now, guys. That is, you know, we've got to the 3-hour mark that we normally get to. So tomorrow is going to be our Power Stone run. Once we get the schooner up and running, that's not going to be until 9 p.m. GMT, which is about 4 p.m. Eastern Central Time, and then so that's like 1 p.m. PST. So hopefully we'll get everything ready by then. Obviously, if we don't have everything ready, then it might be something we do maybe on the Sunday instead. But fingers crossed we'll get everything ready. We're just gonna make sure we've got everything and make sure we know who is actually going to be going with us along to the Power Stones, because we want to make sure that the ship has enough people to sail it. If it doesn't, then we'll take NPCs. But if it does, then we are just going to man it ourselves, so everyone has a part on the ship. It's going to be fun, I think. So there will be another stream tomorrow, but that won't be we won't be doing the Hydra then. I may try and do a stream in the evening when we go for it. If not, hopefully Gray will be doing a stream in the evening around that time if he's about for it. We will see. So let's see who we can raid today. So my friend Lucky is currently streaming some Final Fantasy 14, so we're going to give him some love today. You know, go send a little bit of raid love over there. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed today's stream, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.